Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just woke up. I went on my desk to download Blue Protocol Star Resonance because it just came out. And I look at the reviews on Steam. Oh my goodness. They got absolutely screwed. Mostly negative. The game's only been out for a few hours. It's been 5 or 6 hours since the official release for the global servers, remember. This has been a game in China and in Japan for like a year, but they closed down those servers, I think, over there. I can't remember. But mostly negative reviews. After only the first couple of hours of playing the game, and 1,567 reviews as of right now. Yeah, it's crazy. I was really excited for this game. I saw a lot of, the international folks have fun with this game, but we're gonna see why on the global release it's getting such terrible reviews. One thing that I did see though, because I skimmed through the reviews a little bit before I started recording, a lot of people are saying that the servers are bad because a lot of the Australian or Oceania people that started playing the game on release, their ping to the servers are really bad because it's probably more Europe and like America centered servers, which really sucks for them, which is probably why the reviews are mostly negative instead of just mixed, because like people in Australia, Oceania, whatever, in like the Pacific, they probably started playing the game before everybody else because everyone else was still sleeping. Right now it's like noon. Okay, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that I woke up at noon. But okay, I woke up like I woke up like 2 hours ago. Okay, at like 9 something. I don't want to say. Okay, I didn't wake up at noon. Okay, but so it makes sense why that region of the world is really mad at the game, because their region's servers are not supported, right? So that could be why it's mostly negative right now. It's probably going to change over the course of the day as more people from different regions start to get on and they don't have the server issue. And I really do hope that they fix that issue, because that really sucks, especially if you were excited for the game. But right now it seems like a lot of these reviews are coming from that region of the world, which is why it's mostly negative. But that's not the only issue. There's a lot of other issues that people are talking about that they have with the game. So let's get into that. All right, let's see this review by Shadow. Does not recommend. They have 3 hours on record playing the game. Very generic. You see these types of Chinese games all the time, but this one is a bit more polished than those. Character customization is very nice, but lacks in the voices, as my old dude has a voice of a twink. Combat feels nice, at least playing as a mage. Although it's nothing crazy, but the very generic anime game combat. As for the store, you have the very generous XXX% value packs, 90% off outfits on day 1, and gacha system to top it off. I see people getting mad at other people for bashing this within the first few hours, but it's very easy to see how generic this game is. But the game is free, so try it out for yourself. Don't let others decide for you. Now, here's the thing though. My rebuttal to this is like, it's an MMO, it's like games like this is like a slow burn, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be something you log on multiple times a week with your friends, you make a guild, you do dungeons, you make a house, you get pets, it's like it's not like other games. MMOs is a different genre. Okay, you're supposed to chill and relax, kind of game. And I see a lot of people don't really understand that concept of it. I'm not saying this person in particular, but that's the kind of vibe that it's trying to replicate. Now, I haven't played the game. I just know, I just seen some stuff about it. I'm excited to play the game. As you can see, it's downloading right now, but I think that's what a lot of these people are misunderstanding about the game, is that it's an MMO in that genre, Like if you ever played Final Fantasy 14, a lot of people that play Final Fantasy 14, like they don't even do the content. Like they just sit around. They just log on and then sit around in like the main area. and then they just chill and they just talk. You know what I mean? It's not really a game. It's more like a social thing for some people, right? And that's not everybody, but for a lot of people, things like aesthetics and like customization and like this is what basically the whole game is for them, right? Because it's like, you know, they use it as a social hub, you know. So yeah, the combat is gonna be generic. Yeah, that's the whole point. And yes, there's gonna be microtransactions. The game is free. Gacha though, I don't know why it's gacha. I did hear about that. I don't know why you would ever make it gacha. But what else? What else? It's a mobile game with auto walking and auto battling. If that's what you're into, it might be good, but it's definitely not fun for me. That's fine. You know, that's fair, right? You're saying personally that doesn't enjoy the thing. Oh, what does the comments say? Are there people arguing in here? Come on now. Oh, he disabled the comments. Come on, brother. There was some good comments, man. Think about the content. Think about my content, man. All right. Okay, and this is what people are saying. One server for the entire world. 350 ping from Australia. No FOV slider, so it looks awful on widescreen monitor. No inverted y-axis option. I don't know why you would want that anyway, but yeah, that kind of sucks. If you have an extended monitor or like a curved monitor, you cannot change the FOV to make it look good. I mean, for this person, yes, makes sense why they would not enjoy the game. Obviously, they're from Australia, they have a wide monitor, but these are very fixable issues. Like these are things that the game could easily fix, and I don't know why it wasn't like that on launch. And this seems to be a lot of Australians that are complaining and that were interested in the game but are not interested anymore because they did not give them access, pretty much. Like 350 ping is pretty bad. Like, let's be real. Like, come on now. And this other person, this game is dog water. 350 ping in Oceania. UI and UX are just mobile game spam and gacha noise. Auto run, auto combat, bugs, Steam achievements, and 40 minutes of playtime. I apparently leveled up my fishing skill to level 20. I don't have a fishing rod. Open 800 chests. I opened 2. Collected 800 cosmetics. I had like 6. Upgraded 300 skills. I upgraded 4. Nah, man, this guy's just cheating, brother. He's just achievement farming, brother. What happened? The mount movement is slow, clunky, and terrible. The combat was just smashing my keys off cooldown. The game is clearly a mobile port designed to extract money from you for banner skins, and is absolute buns. Don't touch this trash. Now those are some strong words from this individual. I mean I would be mad too. If I was looking for an MMO, I was waiting for a new one to come out, and then they just don't support your region at all. The bugs for the achievements, I mean, I feel like that's not really that big of a deal. But in terms of combat and stuff, if you don't like that, then obviously the game's not going to be for you. That's like a keystone part of the game. Like, they're not going to change that in the foreseeable future unless it's really bad. So yeah, if you don't like one of the most, you know, important parts of the game, then the game's just not for you. So, you know, I feel like that's a pretty fair review. And you see some people trying to like combat the negative reviews. Like this one, the game seems promising enough even though it got review bombed right off the start. Personally, I'm enjoying it and I don't really see the problems with it except for the bugged achievements. Give the game a try instead of listening to all the negative reviews from people who didn't get exactly what they wanted. I mean, here's the thing also. You know the game is gacha. Like, you know the game is gacha. You know the game is like an MMORPG with like I don't understand downloading the game expecting something when they were very clearly advertising it and showing it as something. You know what I mean? Like, if you did any research into the game or looked up anything or, you know, even like looked at the tags, like I feel like these are things you should know before you download the game. Obviously it's free, so it doesn't matter, but like if you go into the experience, or if you go into the game not knowing anything and you're disappointed, I feel like it's because you didn't read the back of the box. You know what I mean? Now you can still be displeased with it, but I don't really think like giving the game a bad review based off of like your false expectations of things that you should have known was there in the first place, I feel like that's not very fair to the game itself. Because it's not like they were trying to hide the gacha. It's not like they were trying to hide like the slow combat and auto walking and auto battling, stuff like that. Like if you did any research, you looked up any videos or like any content about the game, you would have known that. Blue Protocol Star Resonance is the free-to-play anime MMORPG that is visually stunning. You might accidentally forget it's designed to be your second mortgage. If Genshin Impact and a particularly aggressive spreadsheet had a beautiful time-gated and gacha-addicted baby, you'd get this game. It is a breathtaking anime screensaver with an optional, surprisingly good action game buried beneath layers of aggressive microtransactions and time restraints. You'll be spending more time navigating the currency exchange and waiting for the daily reset than exploring its gorgeous world. If you treat it like an extremely beautiful mobile game that you play for 30 minutes a day, you might enjoy your scenic prison. Just remember to tell your bank you love them before you start pulling for the shiny new gacha mount. Monetization is an accounting nightmare. The game is riddled with more currencies than a global trade summit. You've got Luno, Bound Luno, Rose Orbs, Unbound Rose Orbs, Honor Coins, Friendship Points, and probably a secret currency only available by sacrificing your firstborn. This isn't just a pay to win, it's a pay to be able to understand the total currency flow. And those powerful imagines, the game version of pets, they aren't just cosmetic, they are the tiny, expensive overlords of your power level. Hope you like slot machines. The auto play paradox. It's an action MMORPG that would prefer you don't play it. The auto combat feature exists so you can log in, hit the H key, and watch your beautiful character do all the brain dead grinding for you, while you check your stock portfolio, or, play a different game. Rating 4.5 out of 10, all styles, zero respect for your time or wallet. Okay, I mean, if that's how the person feels about it, that's fine. I mean, I feel like if you're a avid gacha player or like somebody who plays free-to-play games a lot, you're probably like more used to seeing a ton of different currencies. And it's definitely like intimidating for a lot of people, right? Or not even intimidating, but more so just like annoying and tedious. Every game, I feel like there should be some sort of like streamline or like, compromise where to make things convenient for the player, because like UI is very important, especially for first time players, right? If it's confusing, if the UI is confusing and the currency is confusing, it's gonna make people less inclined to continue to play the game, right? But from what I've heard, obviously I haven't played the game yet, I'm still downloading it, but from what I've heard, everything is obtainable free to play, I think, but they don't give you that much stuff, and obviously it's gacha, so I feel like having a gacha system in an MMO is kind of weird. But not only that, obviously there's certain things that won't be accessible to you unless you gamble for it, and of course the drop rates are going to be really low. It's going to be like, crazy percentages to get certain things. We're used to that stuff, right? But for other people that don't play a lot of these games, or that are interested in these games, it's a deal breaker. It really is a deal breaker. I think the problem is a lot of people, especially in this like genre, they like to min-max, right? They want to maximize their damage, maximize their value to their squad, or do things as efficiently as possible. And if that is locked away behind a paywall, then okay, then there's no point. But like I said, I feel like a game like this, it's just like a slow burn. If you were able to grind through and get the best build so easily or so fast, like what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? I still think that the system that they have is flawed, but I feel like if you enjoy the game, like you should enjoy the grind as well. You know what I mean? It's like Monster Hunter. If Monster Hunter was free, and instead of like fighting the monster a ton of times, you could just buy the armor that you want with real money, then I wouldn't really care, because you could still fight the monster and build your gear. Or you could streamline the process and then just pay for it, so you can just move on and then move faster throughout the game. Obviously, I don't think that that's ever gonna happen, and if that did happen at some point, then it would probably be more predatory, because who the hell would actually pay for that, right? Unless it was like really, really bad. But like some people like me like the grind. If there's like a 0.03% chance of a drop, I kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that. And like Monster Hunter has that too. Like there's like monster parts that, oh yeah, the drop rate is absolutely fucked. Like you have like a 0.5% chance or like a 5% chance to get the drop. You have to kill the monster 7 times just to get the one monster part. I like that, because then, you know, you just keep playing the game. You could just, you know, mindlessly waste your time and your life, sitting in a chair looking at a screen. Is that not what you want? Is that not what you would do anyway otherwise? You know what I mean? I think for some people it's like it's the principle. You know what I mean? It's the principle that some people will have an advantage just because they are willing to spend money. You know, it's the principle of it. And if you can't get past that, that's fine, right? That's your opinion. But I don't mind grinding. I don't mind grinding. We will see though. Obviously, I haven't played the game yet, and I'm a gacha fiend. I like gambling. You know, there's just something ingrained in me that just likes, you know, take the dice roll. You know what I mean? But it's done downloading. But that's just me. Obviously, not everyone's the same. Regardless of what I just said, you know, there's sentiment that people are, these reviews that people are making, they're all fair. You know what I mean? Because it's your opinion, right? It's your time, it's your money that you're investing in something. If you don't like it, then, you know, there's nothing that I could say to convince you otherwise. But I'm just saying, this is what I think. Oh, this guy only played an hour of the game, so this is all censored. I waited years for this, and it's been boiled down so much it's not even a shadow of its original self. Dialogue is boring as hell. I actually fell asleep during the festival. I've never fallen asleep gaming before. Okay. The HUD/button tooltips are ridiculously blurry/small, leaving me to guess what they are. Combat is bland and boring. Gameplay in general is like Genshin, but with less to do. Screw it. Even just writing this review is making me mad thinking about what this was versus is. Now remember, yeah. Okay, so this game, I don't know how many I think it's been like 2 years. I feel like this review is a little bit like exaggerating a little bit. The Asian release was like a year ago, I think, or 2 years ago, so it hasn't even been that long. I don't know if it's changed that much. Like, I mean, it looks the same. I feel like it's pretty much the same game as it was before. I might be wrong on that. I don't know. Obviously I didn't play it. I didn't have access to it. I remember I wanted to play it, but they said they banned your account if they found out that you're playing on the server from a different region. So that's why I didn't do it. But apparently people did it anyway. I should have done it. I should have just played on a VPN, but whatever, regardless. But I don't know what this person was expecting. If you were excited for the game, you probably should have known about it. You know what I mean? Like, but that's the thing though. Like, MMOs are really expensive for game companies and studios to operate, right? Because they need really crazy expensive servers to have a bunch of players in an open world talking and interacting all the time. And some people, again, they just log into the thing and then just go around and talk to people. Like, they don't even like play the game actually. They use it as they use the game as like a forum, you know? And, you know, people are selling items and whatever and whatnot, right? And they just sit there and then just like chill. Every day people will do that, right? So it's very common for MMOs to like end servers. Like, just like drop the servers. It's like, okay, we can't afford to carry on, so we're just gonna drop the server and then re-release it at some point, you know, kind of thing. That's pretty common in MMOs, especially like the Asian ones. I don't think it's a good one. I don't think it's a good business practice or whatever. But if you can't, you know, financially support the servers, then you're just gonna start losing so much money, right? So, and I think that's what happened with this game. But now we're in a global release. Hopefully it lasts for a while. I have no idea. I was definitely excited for it before, when it was JP only. I remember those days. But looking at it now, it's looking like a lot of people are not happy. Are not satisfied with what's going on. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation, your experience with the game, how you feel about it, how you feel about people's reaction. I will be trying out the game myself. Maybe I should have played the game before I made a video. I made a video about a game I didn't even play yet. But the thing is that when I first saw the reviews, I was like, oh my god, I have to talk about this. Maybe eventually it will get mixed. The reviews will be mixed, maybe eventually. But for right now, they are mostly negative. Okay, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and good luck if you're gonna play the game. Peace. My hair is fucked. Look at this hairline. Ah, look at this bald. Look at my balding. I'm balding.